Today we're tying the Adams, which is America's best known fly. I am tying a size 14. This fly can range in size from size 2 all the way up to as small as you can tie it, like a 22. It's a very effective pattern. It's a gray body with a palmered wing, and it's a fly that will represent size, shape, and shadow to a fish, whatever species it may be. But bear in mind, this is not the traditional Adams. This is a variant. So I'm going to begin by crimping the barb on my hook. And then I'm just going to take a clump of pine squirrel tail, and I'm going to use that for the tail of this particular pattern. And I'm just going to give her a pinch and a cinch. And I'm going to trim off the extra. Now for dubbing, I'm going to use some gray possum dubbing. It doesn't take very much. You can start by rolling your dubbing into a ball. Then all you need to do really is to twist on the dubbing, spin the dubbing onto the fly, and then just turn the hook, wrapping the dubbing up to the halfway point of the fly. Go 3, 4 wraps back, 2 forward, and cinch it off. Now since this is dubbing, it's a little got some long guard hairs in it, and those are fine. However, I'm going to take those down. Smooth line this pattern quite a bit. For the hackles that this recipe calls for, 1 grizzly and 1 brown saddle hackle. So I'm going to trim the hackle so that I can attach it to the hook shank. And all I'm doing is just taking the fibers and snipping them down just a little bit. Along the stem, and then I'm just tying them in. I'm going to start with the brown. I'm going to do 1 feather at a time. 3, 4, 5 wraps of brown. Cinch it and snip it. I'm going to take out these rogue hairs that are competing with the eye of my hook. And with the grizzly, what I'm going to do to palmer it is I'm going to move it back and forth so that it weaves into these other hackle fibers that are standing up. It doesn't flatten it out. And I'm just going to use 3 turns of the grizzly. Cinch it off, trim it, pull the fibers back, give it 4 wraps, and knot it off. And that's how you tie an Adams.